Hello everybody. So today we're going to be learning about the benefits of legalizing cannabis. Cannabis can be used to treat a number of illnesses. It can also benefit our government revenue, and we can also use it to decriminalize the drug laws that have disproportionately affected some of the minorities in our country. More than 130 people die a day in the United States due to drug opioid use. Did you know that states have legalized cannabis have also seen a decrease in people choosing to use opioids for their pain management? It can also be used to treat other ailments, some of which are debilitating to people. So cannabis can be used to treat a number of illnesses, benefit our government revenue, and fix criminalization drug laws that have disproportionately affected minorities. I have had several friends that have overdosed from opioid use, and my father also suffered from drug addiction with heroin that severely impacted my life as a child. So first, I will describe to you all today how cannabis can help with pain management and other ailments. Second, we will examine the benefits to our government. And third, I will discuss the cannabis crime rate, which affects a certain population of our U.S. citizens. People are given strong narcotics from their doctor to manage their chronic pain. This then can lead to abuse of their medication, which oftentimes leads to these people choosing to use street drugs that are way cheaper and easier to afford than their prescription drugs. Chronic pain affects approximately 1/3 of the U.S. population, and opioid prescriptions have substantially increased over the last 20 years, according to Ashita. Cannabinoids are an active chemical in marijuana that are also similar to some of the chemicals that our body naturally release that control appetite, memory, movement, and pain. Research suggests that cannabis might reduce anxiety, inflammation, and relieve pain, control nausea and vomiting caused by cancer chemotherapy. It can also kill cancer cells and slow the tumor's growth. So if regulated for medicinal and recreational use, it can also be very helpful to our country financially and systematically. If our country decided to legalize cannabis recreationally and medicinally in all 50 states, it can bring in tons of revenue. This revenue could go into aiding federal programs that have been cut from public schools. It can also be shown to create more jobs. And I feel we could use this revenue to cut down our national debt. Colorado, for example, imposed a 15% excise tax from cultivator to retailer and further 15% sales tax on the end customer. With new industry comes more jobs. The legal cannabis industry in the United States has already delivered more than 211,000 more full-time jobs across the country, and that is according to London. If we legalize cannabis, it also systematically benefits our country because it gives the police and DEA agents more time to focus on more serious crimes like violent ones. There have been more than 659,000 marijuana arrests in the U.S. There are also 1.2 million violent crimes with victims, but only 518,000 arrests for those violent crimes. If we want our police force and DEA teams focusing on more serious violent and drug crimes, we need to get rid of this war on drugs that has lasted for more than 30 years and has not worked at all. Despite roughly equal usage rates, blacks are 3.73 times more likely than whites to be arrested for marijuana, according to the ACLU. Police routinely arrest millions of Americans for marijuana drug charges every year, and that's billions of taxpayer dollars going towards crimes that are usually not serious. William Weld, a Republican, says that the decriminalization of marijuana is also a direct appeal to communities of color because they are 4 times more likely to be arrested for weed-related offenses than their white counterparts. We have seen how cannabis can help manage pain and certain side effects from various diseases. We have seen how it can help our government. And we have also seen how prohibition and criminalization of cannabis has hurt some of the American people. Cannabis is used to treat a number of illnesses, benefit our government revenue, and fix criminalization drug laws that have disproportionately affected minorities. So in closing, we have learned about all the terrible things that have come about from prohibition and criminalization of cannabis, the increase of opioids that have been given to people when cannabis can be offered as a less addictive alternative, an increase in state revenue from legalization, and how cannabis criminalization has hurt a targeted population of our American citizens. I hope that I have changed your minds today, or at least given you some food for thought. Please write your congressman and let's vote to legalize cannabis in all 50 states and at the federal level to improve the health economy and the lives of our fellow Americans. I am Tosh Thompson, and this has been a speech for decriminalizing cannabis and making it legal.